So one of the biggest things that capitalism takes away from us is our ability to dream, to imagine. And I know there is this famous phrase, it is easier to envision the end of times than the end of capitalism. And I don't remember the name of the person who said it. You can let me know if you remember. But I think that is one of the biggest things that capitalism takes away from us, because if we can't even imagine the world that is different from the world we live in today, how are we supposed to change it? Like, how are we supposed to set up goals? And how are we supposed to even attempt at building something new? And I'm not even talking about building a new society. I'm talking about like relationships between people. If you are not trusting of others, if you perceive others as a threat, then your nervous system learns to react in this way, and it's going to continuously push you towards acting in the same way over and over and over again until it becomes so deeply ingrained and it becomes such a habitual pattern that you won't be able to free yourself from it. And the same happens to many other aspects of our lives. If we are so used to being exhausted, if we're so used to waking up at an ungodly hour and giving away our labor for meager coins, then when we see people who don't live in such a way, we become envious of them, we start judging them, and we don't even realize why. And the main reasons why we become envious or resentful towards people who choose a different or alternative lifestyle is because oftentimes we ourselves wish we had a similar lifestyle, but we may be too fearful to attempt a lifestyle change like this. And of course, I'm not saying that we should all just be changing our lifestyles and trying to live in our little communes. But on the other hand, why not? Like, my biggest dream has been for the longest time to live on the land and to live off of the land. And I know that I've never lived this way. I can't even imagine what it's like to tend to nature and to live in a symbiotic relationship with nature. And this is what I've been afraid of for the longest time, to even dream of living together with the land. But you know what? I'm going to start dreaming about living together with the land. And even if I don't successfully do it, at least I've tried, and at least I can have a dream that can sustain me ideologically for at least some amount of time. And I think that many people are so afraid of dreaming and thinking of what the world could be like if we didn't all follow the cult of greed and envy, which is capitalism. And I think that we all can just start attempting to dream and to do little things. Like, I've been really interested in learning more about permaculture and how to grow plants, and I am paralyzed with fear because I think that I'm incapable of caring for plants. But I may try it, maybe in a year or two, but I'm allowing myself to dream about this. I'm allowing myself to discover and learn while I continue working as a slave. And same goes to most of our dreams. If we don't even think about what we can do differently, well, nothing's going to change, right? And I'm not saying that we are to blame for what is happening. Capitalism happened. It wasn't some kind of an evil plan. It just happened. The circumstances just aligned in such a manner that some people were able to seize the means of production and then continue to accumulate all of the resources, and they didn't allow the rest of the people to take their power back using various means like state violence and whatnot. And this just continued perpetuating itself. This cycle started and it's going to come to an end, whether we participate in it or not. It's going to find its demise sooner rather than later. But meanwhile, we can attempt to dream and build communities, at least try, that we want to be a part of. And I want to hold on to my vulnerable little dream of living off of the land and building a commune and living together with other humans and other species. And I want everyone to have a dream like this, because then if more of us start participating in little ways, maybe something will come of it. And I still want to overthrow the freaking government. Not myself, of course, because who am I to do that? But I'm still willing to join forces with people for any kind of a social change that is radical, that is just one little weak reform after another. I'm willing to do that as well. I'm willing to organize and unionize and everything. But I'm also willing to dream of a commune, and I invite you all to do that with me if you want to, or tell me what it is that you dream of, and maybe of the little tangible ways you can achieve this dream, and let's keep this conversation going.